hello, my friends. It's Heather Patterson. Hey, if we haven't met, I am a mindset and business coach for entrepreneurs. And first, I need to ask for your pardon. I have a head cold that just crept up on me over the weekend. I don't necessarily sound like myself, but I'm feeling very energetic and happy to be here with you today. And also, there's some changes happening in my office. So it's not fully decorated, but in the spirit of being consistently out there with you, we're filming anyway. So I am so excited because I just got my new vision boards delivered. And you might be thinking, delivered? What do you mean? Didn't you make them? And yes, I did make them, although I use a tool called Canva. And so I made them electronically and I printed them and ordered them to be delivered. So I have them flattening out. They were in a tube, but here is one. And I actually get them printed in different sizes so I can post them around around my spaces and places. So I thought that today would be a great day to talk about vision boards. Let's dive in. If you haven't at all heard of a vision board before, I'll just kind of clarify from the get-go and then dive in a bit further into like what the purpose is and why you would want to have one. So a vision board is really a physical and visual representation of your goals, of your dreams, of the things that you would like to see move from your imagination into your reality. And if you saw mine, maybe you noticed that a vision board has a lot of pictures, but it also has words or phrases. And it's really there to help us focus, there to keep us on track, there to remind us of the end result and what we are doing. And the universe loves a clear and direct message. So when you are crystal clear and have images and phrases that are directly related to what you want, that sends a really great message to the universe to go out there and support you in creating that. So why would you use a vision board? Well, some people use a vision board for their entire life, like all facets of their life, where other people will maybe focus and narrow. Maybe they will have, and I've done this before, I've had a romantic relationships vision board, or maybe you want a fun and recreation vision board, or a career and business focused vision board, or something that encompasses all of those. And there are plenty of other facets of our lives that you would maybe consider including as well. You might be wondering, well, how long should my vision board sort of cast forward? Well, that's up to you. There's really not a right or wrong way to do this. I've definitely seen very narrow focused vision boards for like the next 90 days. Say you are working on something that is just very intense and you want that visual representation as a reminder. Or maybe it's something longer, 3, 5, 10, even 20 years I've seen. So it's really up to you and what is going to support you in the moment right now. Is it something long-term or do you want something short-term? It's up to you to decide. Now, like I said, a lot of times or in the past, vision boards, you probably get this image of sitting at a big table or countertop, maybe with some friends, cutting through magazines and other things that have pictures and phrases and all of that. And I've done that plenty of times. And it's a lot of fun. I do like to do it with other girlfriends and other business owners and people that I hang with. However, because I fully believe in the power of clarity and having images and phrases that are crystal clear and exactly what I want. I have kind of transitioned away from doing the physical vision board creating to going into more of a digital format to create the vision board and then to print it and download it and have it hanging in my space that way. So I use a tool called Canva, but there's a number of other tools out there for you to use. And listen, if you are not techie, because I am like really like a techie in in training or in hiding, maybe both. I'm not super technical, but I do love using technology in my life. And so for me, I prefer to use Canva and the technical side, but if you're not, you can easily go and collect different magazines, catalogs, that sort of thing. You could even do a combination of both and use technology to get some specific images and things, and then use, the old fashioned way as a way to supplement and create both, and go the physical route as well. So you can do fully like old fashioned way or fully technical or a hybrid. Now that you have heard all about what a vision board is and why you would want to use it, the various ways that you could make a vision board, I do have a couple of recommendations for you to consider before you create one of your own. Number one, make sure that you use positive, forward moving words and phrases on your vision board. So for example, if you are in your business struggling with some turnover, you might be inclined to say, stop bad turnover, right? Well, that's not going to necessarily be helpful. What would be helpful though is to say something like attract and retain top talent, or improve retention, or even more specifically, grow retention from X to Y, right? Or retention rate, whatever that is. Or for example, if maybe you want to quit a bad habit that you have, say smoking or something like that. I don't know why that's coming to your mind. But instead of saying quit smoking, you might say free from nicotine addiction or something like that, right? So it's a subtle shift. However, using the positive, forward moving language is going to support you in your vision board. Let's talk a little bit about faces on your vision board, okay? So if you were to look at mine, and you'll notice this even if you looked at ones that I've created in the past, only one little place down here, this little surfer dude, is there a picture of somebody with their face included, and that is on purpose. See, I can see myself riding that wave, so I don't really worry so much about that little man on my vision board. But in all of the other places, you can see they are faceless or they are nondescript. There are more caricatures or cartoons than myself, right? And that is on purpose, right? I am creating this vision board for me and my business, my team, my family, my friends, my closest and best, right? And that's why there are no other faces on there. Now, in past vision boards that you would have looked at of mine, you would have seen my face superimposed in some places. And so you can be really low tech, meaning take a picture of yourself and cut it out and pop it on there. Or you can be really high tech and use things like photo editors and Photoshop and even Canva to drop your face on the faces of others if cropping the head out isn't like for you. For my overthinkers, don't think so hard about it. What is that you want? What's the image that comes to mind? Go find that image either in those catalogs or on the interwebs or in Canva, wherever, and get it on the vision board, right? Don't overthink it. As long as you and the universe knows what it means, it's all good. And then finally, place your vision board in an area where you're going to see it on the regular. That's the whole point, that it's there to focus you and to keep you clear about what it is that you are doing each and every day, what it is all for. So could that be your your bathroom or vanity area, your closet, maybe your office, your workspace, even on top of your desk? Consider that when you go to make the vision board, where will you be hanging this, and size it and space it out accordingly. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely love using Canva to create my vision boards, because I can make it one size that's printable, and then I can easily resize and have smaller versions placed around my home and office as well. And I instantly get a digital copy I can save to my saved to my camera roll and place it as my lock screen as well. So that's one of the other benefits that I love about using an electronic tool like Canva. Well, I'm sure there's more that we could talk about as it relates to vision boards, but these are the very high level pieces of information that I wanted to share with you today. And if you want some more information, do know that I regularly talk about this, as well as occasionally run workshops and trainings on things like this. So 2 things that you can do to stay connected. Number 1, and go ahead and subscribe to my email newsletter. I send out newsletters twice a month, and I will leave the link for you to subscribe below. And then number 2, you can join my Facebook community. It's free. It's full of more than 1,000 people just like you who are building their business and using the laws of the universe, manifestation, right? Really using the power of their mind to create really big businesses so that they can have a really big life as well. So go ahead and come over and join us in the Facebook community where we dive in a bit deeper. It's a little more casual and certainly more interactive. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.